As the days pass, Emma's behavior becomes increasingly unsettling. Her parents notice her talking to empty spaces, her gaze fixed on something unseen. Her laughter echoes at odd hours, and more alarmingly, Sarah finds Emma floating above her bed one night, an eerie glow surrounding her. The Clarks, initially dismissive of these occurrences, start to feel a growing sense of unease. Michael, a man of logic and reason, struggles to find rational explanations, while Sarah's maternal instincts tell her something deeply wrong is happening with their daughter. Lucas, too, notices the change in his sister. He overhears her whispering in an unrecognizable language and finds drawings in her room depicting strange symbols and figures. Despite his efforts to reach out, Emma seems lost in a world only she can see. As the story unfolds, the family's struggles are not just with each other, but with the inexplicable events surrounding Emma. They seek help from various sources, doctors, psychologists, and even a local paranormal expert. Each attempt to understand Emma's condition only deepens the mystery. Watch the story to the end to understand, as the ending is surprising. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any stories, and if you liked this video, click the like button. In this tale of mystery and the unknown, the Clark family's journey takes them through fear, disbelief, and ultimately a confrontation with the inexplicable. The story weaves a narrative that not only explores supernatural elements, but also the power of family bonds in the face of unimaginable challenges. The tension within the Clark family reaches a breaking point. Sarah and Michael, once a team, now find themselves at odds, not only with each other, but also with the strange occurrences plaguing their home. Sarah, increasingly worried about Emma, watches her daughter's every move, desperate for answers. Emma's nights are filled with terror, her screams piercing the quiet home, her dreams invaded by shadowy figures. Michael, trying to maintain a semblance of normalcy, becomes more withdrawn, his skepticism clashing with the undeniable evidence of something supernatural. His once logical worldview is shaken to its core. Lucas, in his attic sanctuary, pores over the old diary he found. The diary speaks of a distant relative who dabbled in the occult, hinting at a dark legacy that might be resurfacing with Emma. His discovery adds another layer to the unfolding mystery, suggesting that the family's current ordeal may be rooted in a long-forgotten past. The haunting in their home intensifies. Objects move on their own. Cold drafts sweep through closed rooms, and Emma's behavior becomes more erratic and disturbing. She speaks in a voice not her own, her eyes reflecting a knowledge far beyond her years. As the family struggles with these terrifying events, they are forced to confront the possibility that the danger might be coming from within their own bloodline. The realization that they are facing a malevolent force intimately connected to them adds a chilling new dimension to their fear. The Clark family, once divided by mundane conflicts, must now band together to protect one of their own. Their journey through this supernatural ordeal tests their strength, their beliefs, and their love for each other. This story of a family confronting an ancient evil in their midst weaves a narrative of suspense, mystery, and the unbreakable bonds of family. The Clark's tale is one of overcoming fear and finding unity in the face of the darkest of threats. Sarah, feeling powerless, seeks advice and comfort from friends. But words of encouragement ring hollow as her daughter seems to slip further away from her. Michael, consumed by stress and guilt, loses himself in his work. But his heart remains at home, tormented by his daughter's situation. Lucas, on the other hand, finds refuge from the chaos below in the attic. The old diary, a legacy of mysteries and secrets, becomes his obsession. He begins piecing together a forgotten story, one that may have consequences for them all. One night, a violent crash breaks the silence. In Emma's room, they find the unimaginable. Furniture floating, toys moving on their own, and Emma in the center, eyes closed, whispering in an unknown language. For the first time in a long time, Sarah and Michael unite, driven by fear and the need to protect their daughter. They decide to seek external help, something beyond medicine and science. Medical consultations follow, but the responses are always the same: uncertainties and looks of disbelief. Science, it seems, has no answers for what haunts little Emma, and then they turn to faith. Father Thomas, a man of God with eyes that have seen more than sermons and prayers, he listens, skeptical at first, but something in Emma's story awakens memories of a past he would rather forget. While this unfolds, Lucas makes a chilling discovery. A symbol, repeatedly sketched in the diary, also appears in Emma's drawings. a connection between the present and a dark past, a clue that might be the key to understanding what's happening. As night falls, the darkness deepens, and with it, the terror. Emma, now more than ever, seems trapped in a world only she can see, a world that becomes increasingly terrifying. For the first time in a long while, Sarah and Michael find themselves side by side, united in their concern for their daughter. They begin to realize that this crisis might be what they needed to reconnect, to remember what truly matters. What haunts young Emma? And what is the link to the forgotten past of the Clark family? The answers may be more frightening than they can imagine. As the storm approaches, so too do the dark forces plaguing the Clark house intensify. Ancient secrets begin to unfold, and the past collides with the present in unimaginable ways. Lucas, in his solitary quest for answers, uncovers the hidden truth within the diary's pages. His ancestors faced a similar evil, a curse cast upon the family, a legacy of darkness that now falls upon Emma. Father Thomas, a man of faith but also a man of science, finds himself torn. Memories of a past exorcism, which ended in tragedy, weigh heavily on his mind. He questions his ability to face such forces again. Sarah and Michael, now united by the crisis, share a moment of vulnerability. Recollections of happier times resurface, reminding them of the love that once bound them together. They begin to see that their daughter needs them, together, more than ever. Emma, innocent and terrified, now seems like a stranger in her own home. Her voice, her actions, nothing seems to be her own anymore. A sinister presence speaks through her, mocking and challenging those who try to help her. The decision is made, an exorcism, a desperate attempt to save Emma, to free her from the clutches of the darkness consuming her. But are they prepared for what is to come? Lucas, armed with the knowledge from the diary, brings a crucial piece of the puzzle. The symbol, an ancient key, may be the answer to weakening the entity possessing Emma. As the storm rages outside, another prepares to burst within the Clark house. A battle between light and darkness, between faith and despair, is about to begin. Father Thomas, confronting the ghosts of his past, arrives to face the present evil. But he is not alone. The Clark family, now united, prepares to face the unknown together. The battle for Emma's soul begins, and in the shadows dancing on the walls, in the voices whispering in the dark, a more terrifying truth awaits to be revealed. As the storm approaches, so too do the dark forces plaguing the Clark house intensify. Ancient secrets begin to unravel, and the past collides with the present in unimaginable ways. Lucas, in his solitary quest for answers, discovers the hidden truth within the diary's pages. His ancestors faced a similar evil, a curse cast upon the family, a legacy of darkness that now falls upon Emma. Father Thomas, a man of faith but also a man of science, finds himself torn. Memories of a past exorcism, which ended in tragedy, weigh on his mind. He questions his ability to face such forces again. Sarah and Michael, now united by the crisis, share a moment of vulnerability. Memories of a happier time emerge, reminding them of the love that once united them. They begin to see that their daughter needs them, together more than ever. Emma, innocent and terrified, now seems like a stranger in her own home. Her voice, her actions, nothing seems to be her own anymore. A sinister presence speaks through her, mocking and challenging those who try to help her. The decision is made, an exorcism, a desperate attempt to save Emma, to free her from the clutches of the darkness consuming her. But are they prepared for what is to come? Lucas, armed with the knowledge from the diary, brings a crucial piece of the puzzle. The symbol, an ancient key, may be the answer to weakening the entity possessing Emma. As the storm rages outside, another prepares to burst within the Clark house. A battle between light and darkness, between faith and despair, is about to begin. Father Thomas, confronting the ghosts of his past, arrives to face the present evil. But he is not alone. The Clark family, now united, prepares to face the unknown together. The battle for Emma's soul begins, and in the shadows dancing on the walls, in the voices whispering in the dark, a more terrifying truth awaits to be revealed. The night of confrontation has arrived. The storm battering the Clark house is not just natural, but a storm of fears, secrets, and supernatural forces. Emma's room transforms into the setting of an ancient battle. Circles of salt, lit candles, sacred symbols, everything is ready for the exorcism. A ritual as ancient as the evil they face, Father Thomas begins the ritual. Words of power and faith echoing off the walls. With each verse, the tension rises, the atmosphere charged with a palpable energy. Emma, beginning to convulse, her voice changing, speaking things that make Sarah and Michael look at each other, frightened. The entity within Emma reacts, its voice now a chorus of horrors, revealing dark secrets and deep fears. Sarah and Michael face not just an external demon, but also the demons of their past and present. Lucas, armed with ancestral knowledge, serves as an anchor for his sister, a beacon of hope amidst the chaos. His words, though not heard, are felt, a fraternal connection that transcends fear and darkness. The entity, cunning and cruel, attacks not just physically, but also mentally. Father Thomas, confronted with the shadows of a past exorcism, struggles to maintain his faith and determination. At the height of the ritual, the Clark family unites, a circle of strength and love. They realize that together, they are stronger than any darkness that challenges them. With a final cry, the entity is expelled, the darkness dissipating like fog at dawn. Emma, now free, rests, a long-forgotten peace returning to her face. The battle is over, but the journey of the Clark family has just begun. They now see themselves not just as a family, but as companions who together face the deepest shadows. Father Thomas, witnessing the unity of the family, finds new meaning in his faith. The scars of the past do not disappear, but hope once again shines in his heart. And so, in the calm after the storm, the Clark family finds a new dawn. Together, they face the unimaginable and emerged stronger, more united. For in the end, it is love and unity that dispel the darkness. Join us next time as we continue to unravel mysteries where terror meets the unexpected, in Whispers in the Darkness, the Clark house at dawn after the storm. The sunlight bathes the house, symbolizing a new beginning. As the new day dawns, the Clark house awakens from a long nightmare. The shadows of the night have been dispelled, but the marks of the battle remain. The battle against the forces of darkness left scars, both physical and emotional. But it also brought a new understanding and a sense of unity that was lacking before. Emma, once a prisoner of a force beyond her understanding, now free, finds comfort in the embrace of her family. Her innocence was tested, but her spirit remains intact, strengthened by the ordeal. Sarah and Michael, whose love was challenged by the storms of life and the horrors of the night, now see each other with new eyes. They have understood that together they can face anything, even the unimaginable. Lucas, the protective brother, the curious, the brave, finds a new respect for his family's legacy. He realizes that knowledge and courage can come from unexpected places, and that the past can be both a blessing and a curse. Father Thomas, a warrior of faith, leaves the Clark house with a lighter burden on his shoulders. He faced his own demons and helped save an innocent soul. His journey continues, but now with a renewed light in his heart. The Clark family, once fragmented, now finds themselves more united than ever. The shadows that hid in their home have been purged, but the lessons remain. They learned that, in darkness, the brightest light is that of love and unity. And so, we leave the Clark family, a reminder that even in the darkest hours, there is always hope, always a light. In Whispers in the Darkness, the stories continue, always waiting to be told. Join us next time for more stories where terror meets the unexpected, where mysteries hide around every corner. Until then, stay alert and never forget. Shadows may hide secrets, but light always reveals the truth. If you've watched up to here, it means the story is good. So watch another one by clicking on the screen.